Watch both the objects. Follow the coin as I hold it beneath the sugar packet, just like this, so you can see the silhouette of the coin beneath. Watch that shadow. Just like that, the coin is now fused inside the sugar packet. And the amazing thing is that this can really be given away and kept as a souvenir forever. Or even on that drop these on the floor actually, or choose one of them. Check out the coin, make sure it's legit. Apologies if there's a screaming baby in the background. I'm going to hold the coin behind the sugar packet and grab out my phone.
Yeah.
And if you look, can you see the coin through the sugar packet?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Watch, all I'm going to do is this. And just like that. The coin is inside the sugar packet. But what I want you to do more than anything, and this is gonna get dirty.
Oh no!
Is we'll use the table.
Oh my god! It's actually in there.
But be the eyes of the audience, everyone at home.
There's sugar in there.
For real. There's no splits. There's no seams. That's a real sugar packet. Try and open it up. Tear it open.
Oh my god! Do you want me to tear it?
Tear it open. Yeah. Tear it open.
Oh my god!
Pour the coin. Put it into my hand. And that is the actual coin right there. But look at that. Because you are a magician's wife, I want you to be the eyes of the audience. Have a look at how impossible that. Look at that sugar pack. There's no splits, there's no seams, there's no holes. It's literally 100% examinable.
What? Hang on. There's got to be something, isn't there?
How cool is that?
Oh my god, that is sick.
Isn't that sick?
That's so sick. I don't know how that's done.
Goodness. So the first thing you're going to do is get 2 sugar packets and a sharp blade. Making sure that the sugar is dispersed evenly in one packet, you're going to very carefully cut out the top layer of white paper so this comes off, alright? It's very simple to do, you just don't want to cut through all the sugar packets. So I lay the blade flat on its side. So now I can discard this piece of paper. And what I'm left with is just one front side of a sugar packet. Now I'm going to make a small slit across the width of the regular sugar packet, enough to fit a coin in. So I'll do this. I'll tend to do it along the ink print. And I'll slide a coin in just like this, as far as I can get it. Just like that. And now, all I need to do is take some Elmer's rubber cement and place a thin layer across all of the front of this packet and all of the inside of this packet. Just give these 2 packets a few minutes to dry. And what you can do is actually take 20, 30 of these and do it in a conveyor belt and make a bunch of these up ready to go forever. Now that these are both dry, you can carefully align the inside of this packet to go over the side of the packet that you've created the slit in. And you want to try and be kind of close, but it doesn't matter because you're still going to trim the edges later on and that will make it perfect. And now, any edges that are sticking out, like overlapping, you're going to trim those off. And now you have this perfectly sealed sugar packet. And I want to give you an extreme close-up to see just how inspectable this is by your audience. They can literally find nothing. So once you've done the effect and the coin is inside the sugar packet, you're going to have the audience tear this open. So when they tear along the sugar packet in half, it'll automatically tear where that cut line is just because it's weaker. So I'm going to do this just like this. Okay, you can see there's the sugar packet dispatched. If I open this up, you can see clearly inside there's the coin and the sugar, but what you'll notice is that you can't see that second layer of paper because it's been glued to the other side. So if I take the coin out, there they can examine the coin. The sugar can be poured away, but look at this. Even if they were to stop and look at the trash, which is the empty sugar packet, which they're not going to, by the way, they can literally find nothing. Look, even if I tear this in half, you can't see that it's actually two layers fused together. Same for this side. It's actually pretty astonishing how deceptive this is. I hope you're enjoying the tutorials so far. If you like the rest of my content and you want me to keep making magic tutorials like this every single week, then I'm going to ask you for one simple favor, and that's simply to hit the subscribe button. It's a tiny gesture from you that goes a really long way for me. I just crossed the 50,000 subscriber mark, and it would be a dream come true to make it to 100,000 subscribers. But with all that being said, let's just keep rolling with the tutorial. The crafty little secret to this is that I actually have a small piece of double stick tape on the back of my hand. And the way it works is basically created by design. I was thinking, what's the most organic way of taking a coin and a sugar packet and holding them together? And I realized I was naturally just doing this motion, just passing the sugar packet onto the coin. So all I do is underneath my hand with the coin here, I come up, I stick it to the double stick tape, and now re-grab the sugar packet and show my hands empty as I come away. It's really easy to do. And what's nice is that I can turn the packet around without flashing the tape. So I can go here, come under my hand, stick the coin and peel off the sugar packet, and I have this beautiful clean display. And that's it. All you need to do is hold the sugar packet over the light of the phone, allow the coin to wiggle, and now it's fused inside the sugar packet using light. So one more time, sugar packet and coin. Oh, it's important to note that I don't shine the light through first either. I just hold it over here and cover it with my fingers. So I just come over, I take this, and I just say watch. It's really that simple. Now, of course, you don't need to use double stick tape. You can just do this impromptu. One way of doing that is to do a false transfer and pretend to lay it on top. You can do other things just like this, which is just pretending to hold it. And I'm just placing it into a little finger tip grip. So I come here, I say watch the coin, I pretend to hold it underneath, and now they can see the shadow. Now you want to give some time misdirection, ditch this coin, and then reveal that it's inside. Also, you can literally do this without the double stick tape by placing the coin into this position in these fingers and then peeling off, okay? So to do that at speed, you just come under and peel, and you can do this, all right? Very much the same thing. Obviously, you want to practice it a bit more than me, but it just looks like this. And now you can show it there. Because they are seeing this silhouette image, they are really far away from what they believe the method is. There's a lot of easy ways to do this. This is just one of the ways that I like. This is the throw-in method. Watch, I take a coin and a sugar packet. Just like that, I can actually throw that coin inside the sugar packet. And right now, they can immediately examine and keep everything. So the way this works is really simple. I actually have two sneaky little disc magnets. And because British pennies are, I think it's ferrous is the word, it means they're magnetized, right? They can stick, magnets will stick to them. So what's interesting about this is that that it starts dirty but actually ends clean, which is like the opposite normally of these things. Normally they end dirty. So all I'm doing is I have the two magnets on the back, and I literally just need to throw this coin and it'll hit the magnets. So what I do is throw and the coin goes in. And then if I really want to, I can shake it with this hand and it won't fall off. But probably the best thing to do is just to immediately go to hand this to your audience. But as you do, you grip the coin and slide it into finger palm, into finger clip like this, finger palm, as you hand the coin packet out. So with that coin stuck there, if you imagine, well, actually, I'll do it from the beginning. Watch coin, the magnet is on the back. I can throw it in, and I say, look, hold your hand out. I can immediately hand this to them, and I've peeled that coin off. So I can just say, hold your hand out, and I can immediately place it in their hand, and they can feel the coin and turn it all over. And now you have a sugar packet which they can keep if they want to, or just tear it open and see the coin inside. So check this out. This is the paintbrush version. All I do is take a sugar packet and I can just wave that coin and it immediately melts all the way inside there and they can examine everything. This aesthetic was suggested to me by my friend Jake Keane, an amazing creator and mentalist. Again, I'm going to use the magnets to my advantage, place them on the back, place the coin in my hand, and now, naturally, as I wave back and forth, the coin will attract to the sugar packet. And what's interesting is my thumb here will actually protect the coin from flashing. See? So I can actually show essentially both sides, and it looks like it's inside. Now all I have to do is I can motion and say, look, hold your hand out. And as they do, again, I can just peel this straight back and into my fingers and hand it out. And that speed, that whole process looks like this. I have a coin on my hand or even on their hand. And I say, watch, I'm going to take the sugar packet and just wave. And look, that coin is melted all the way inside. In fact, go ahead, hold your hand out and you can examine everything. And right now, they can keep this, tear it open, and find the coin inside. So the method from the beginning where I wiped the 2p over the 10p, or the copper over the silver coin, and the silver coin went inside, works like this. This is a special coin gimmick which has a silver coin one side and a copper on the other. And this is a shell of a coin. So it's a coin that's been milled out. And what happens is that this coin locks into this coin. So it means that when they're placed over each other, I'll show you from the underside, these two coins magnetically lock into place, becoming one coin. So with the 10 pence preloaded inside, you lock the coins together visually, and now one coin appears to have melted into the sugar packet, and they can go ahead and keep this or tear it open and find it inside. It's really an astonishing miracle. Watch the coin, watch the sugar packet. All I have to do is wave and it melts straight inside. The way this works is by having a small magnet taped to my hand. You can use a bandage or a band-aid that will soften the sound, or a glue dot even. Then I take the ferrous coin, place it on top of the sugar packet. Now all I have to do is wave the magnet over the coin. It'll attract to the magnet. And now I can show that it's inside. This is a great way to do it live because it makes it look like real magic. I suggest making a whole batch of these up. Put a movie on, make like 50 ready to go coins sealed in sugar packets. You can even put card corners for angle 0. You can put other interesting objects inside there. It doesn't have to be coins, but make a whole batch up. Then every time you head out the door, grab one or two, put them in your pocket. When you go to a coffee shop or a restaurant, you can walk up to the sugar and salt counter and just pretend to take this. It doesn't matter if they don't have the same brand, because most areas will have different sweeteners, brown sugars, white sugars. It doesn't matter which one you pick up. People don't pay attention. The interesting thing, and I think the important thing, is you do not need to prove that the sugar packet has no coin in it beforehand. It's the same problem magicians run into when they say, look at this deck of cards, make sure it's not a trick deck. Well, most people don't know trick decks don't exist, but by saying make sure it's not a trick deck, you've now told them that the concept of that does exist, and they're looking for something they didn't know about. Same with this. If you say, look, this sugar packet has no coin in it, now you've told them what's about to happen, but also they weren't going to think it had a coin in it anyway, and you've given the game away. So realistically, you can just have a pile of sugar packets, one of them being your preloaded one, say, watch this sugar packet. Now you can fake take a coin, or take a coin, pretend to hold it behind, whatever you want to do, make it fuse inside, and then because it's 100% examinable, you are so far ahead of them. The cool thing is, with this sort of system that I've devised to seal the coin inside, the audience can really keep this. They can really examine it, they can take it home with them, and unless they take it apart with a fine-tooth comb and a scalpel and, really go to town on it, they're never going to discover the secret. The awesome thing about it is that they naturally have to tear it up and discard it because it's a sugar packet. It means nothing. The only thing I'll say is that remember to make this magic. Don't just do this as a stunt. Don't just do this as a throwaway thing. This is something that's a reputation maker. They will talk about this for years to come. You can fake take a coin or take their coin. You can even put a preloaded cross or mark in, or it could be a torn corner, anything you want. And you can fuse this into something which is, for all intents and purposes, sealed. We're magicians. It's not impressive to us. We know how it works. But do not underestimate how astonishing and how magical this can be for your audience. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. I would really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. I've just crossed the halfway mark. I love you all. Thank you all so much. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see another coin in object effect, then I recommend watching this video right here because it's a doozy. And until next time, folks, I will see you all very, very soon. Peace.